And we're live on the Live with CLYVERS program. Thank you so much, CLYVERS. CLYVERS, I want to say you very, very special thank you there. I'd like to thank the friends at Tommy Hellfinger for this very kind. They decided to send me very kindly. They said, we'd like to see you with a new pair of specs. So they arranged for me to get a free pair of specs. The boys at Tommy Hillfiger. Hillfiger. How do you pronounce that, Clive?
I think you got it the right time. The first time. It's Hellfinger.
Yeah, Hellfinger. Anyhow, they're okay. They just said we'd like to see you wearing them. They just said we noticed your frames were looking a bit shabby, so they very kindly asked me to wear them. So, yep, very kind. I never heard of that. You heard of that brand before?
Yeah, actually, yes. Quite popular in the United States.
Quite popular. There you go. They said, hey, Arch, we want you wearing our product.
Now, actually, joining us on the board is Tanzil Ansari.
Yes, thank you.
Darth Vader, Max Levinson, my Hebra.
How is he? I love Max. You know that? Tell it, Max, I've posted that thing. It should be there in a couple of weeks' time.
All right, Max, and as soon as you get it, I want you to, as soon as you get the watch, I want you to show it to the nearest authority figure. A school teacher, a principal, a police officer, child social services, anyone.
Yes, anyone.
Really.
Now,
because obviously that was not a watch. That's a plea for help.
It's a plea for help. CLYVERS, what's going on with you? Tell me what's going on with you. What is happening in your world there?
Well, also Robin C., Ronnie Paul, Nunn, and Matt Church. Matt Church is joining us from China.
Wow.
China, one of the largest one of the largest manufacturers of Rolex watches in the world.
And also one of the major trade partners with the United States. Former trade partner of the United States.
Oh, God, that could go so pear-shaped. I mean, because our whole economy is prefaced and predicated upon cheap consumer goods.
Well, maybe we'd have to bring back quality. Have you heard of quality? You know, you bought things that lasted. You buy once.
Oh, that's true.
You remember that period there?
Actually, when not buying things quality, we could always buy things that was quality. That was back in the days when we occasionally made things that were quality.
Yes. And actually, I've got to tell you the truth. Don't get upset with me. I had a private individual who's giving me advice about your Zenith Defy Elite. And he said to me, what was he thinking? And I said, do you remember the 1970s? Do you remember the cars that America was producing at the time? I said, don't forget that. Don't forget that. That's where this boy's coming from.
Uh-huh. Well, I think I will take off the 1530 and I will put on the Zenith Defy since you like it so much.
Yes, sir. Please do that.
Quality.
Yes.
Nice, heavy, thick. Also modern movement.
If I showed you a car, would you know what sort of car this was? You know your American cars?
Possibly. Let's try it.
Okay. Just hang on. Just bear with me. This is a very special car. Let me tell you about this car. Actually, I don't know if I should tell you. Okay, CLYVERS. Let's play this game here. We're going to play this. You think you know your American cars, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Okay, this is 1970s. Okay. I'll give you a clue. It comes from a major manufacturer. Let's see if he can get it. What is this?
Major manufacturer? An Opel GT?
No, it's an American car. This was an American car.
No idea. I've never seen that before. What is it?
It's a Corvette.
Well,
it's a Corvette. It's a Corvette.
Huh. I was almost going to say like an AMC, because that front part, the window, it almost looks like it's off a Pacer. And the back part almost looks like a 911 or something like that, or a 928. That is just one funky sucker.
Well, did you know this car is actually a rotary prototype? It's a rotary mid-engined car. A rotary. You know the rotary. You know rotary? The Japanese hairdryer type cars.
You mean the rotary engine, like a Mazda?
Yes. Mazda, yeah. Yes. This here was actually a prototype. And I'll show you the front. You want to see the front of this baby here? Let's have a look at the front of this baby here. Here we go, Clivers. Here we go.
Now the front looks like a 300, like a Nissan or a Datsun or a Nissan 300.
This is actually a mock-up. Sorry. Okay. Yep. Super chat.
Chad, Arch CLYVERS. Enough of this rotary fucking bullshit.
Yes.
I actually like the way you, in Tansel, I like the way that you spelled bullshit.
Yes.
Real talk. What is the difference between? Okay, what is the difference between Archibald Chesterfield III and Rolex?
Rolex!
What is the difference?
One is highly desirable. The other. One is infamous. One is famous. One is wanted. One is not.
Okay. Clyde, you're we'll come back. £5 super chat for Frank. Clive, you're great. I love you, pal. But on economics, you're as light as a foot of balsa wood. Screw China, make America great again.
Yes.
Okay, Bugsy. We're not really predicated for cheap manufacturing, unfortunately. I think economic concerns. I mean, the trouble is, okay, Americans we've always been. Okay, let's come back. Okay, this is my own personal. You see, I actually think in a lot of ways, kind of like orangutans and human beings, we share in like 97% the same DNA. It's just slightly different combinations.
I see.
I actually
orangutans. I think I'm an orangutan. You know that?
Well, actually, I think
I can put my toes in my mouth. Did you know that? To bite the beetles that are infesting my feet.
We could deal with that then. But actually, think. You see, the thing is, as I point. Oh, shall we invite Dr. Bruce on?
Sure. It is your show.
Oh, I so want to test boundaries here, but I don't have. All right. Also, please do not mention Doctor's good name. Also, please do not call him Allison.
No.
Unless you meet him socially and he's wearing a dress. Okay, we'll send the link out. Let's also now Mark Goldberg. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not supposed to mention other channels.
No, he's okay.
Garth Moldberg.
Marky's cool. Marky's cool.
Garth Moldberg had a really, really good video about Rolex.
I saw that. I loved his April Fool's gag. Did you get that?
Oh yeah, that was
That had me worried. I'm thinking, what the hell's he buying? What's he buying? What's he buying? A Lang A1. I thought, you bastard, you've beaten me. Because I don't have any money. You know that, don't you?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Well, the thing is, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of rumors that's saying that you actually have a great deal. Okay, wait. Archie, the aristocracy from the East Midlands has chosen Frederick Constant as their. Okay. Oh, we still need to get back to how you are 97% genetically similar to Rolex because it's interesting.
Yes.
As their heirloom piece.
Well, we're both charities. Rolex and Archie Luxury, we're both charities. Did you know that?
Yeah, actually, I did know Rolex, but we will so come back to that. Okay. And this one is a question about Frederick Constant.
Yes.
And again, a Frederick Constant question from Tenzil Ansari. So, Archie, the aristocracy from the East Midlands have chosen Frederick Constant as their heirloom piece. They're chuffed to bits with Frederick Constant. Would you wait donkeys for Frederick Constant moonface? Also, I'd like to point out Frederick Constant.
Frederick Constant. I cannot believe it's the brand was going through such hard times. They used to pay their staff in stock at one stage. It's a very soft brand. It doesn't get softer than Frederick Constant.
So you're in favor of Frederick Constant.
It's the brand I despise the most. At least with Tissot, at least with Horus, they don't pretend to be Patek Philippe. But Frederick Constant.
All right. And Tansil, thank you for the super chat, the generous super chat, and your Frederick Constant question. John Doe, $5 super chat. Which green dial wristwatches are worth considering? I'm aware of the Hulk in green Grand Seiko GMTs.
Yes.
What else should I be considering?
Kermit's more the bezel, isn't it, Clive?
Yeah, exactly. Now, are you going to suggest to John Doe that he should consider Frederick Constant?
No,
Does
we're
Frederick
not going.
Constant have it? Does Frederick Constant have
How much would it cost Frederick Constant to be a sponsor on this channel? What would you suggest, Clive?
Golly, okay, Frederick Constant. If you want to sponsor Archie Luxury, you could do that for as little as 3 pizzas a week.
Gourmet?
Yeah, either way, Domino's. Also, and again, that question was Frederick Constant. Okay, let's go back to the question that was not involving. All right, Frederick. Oh, Simon Paris says Frederick can't stand. Now, okay, would you like to hear my? Here's what I would say. I would cheat like a son of a bitch on that last question.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say?
What would you say? Tell me what you would say.
Oh, another $10 super chat. John Doe, I would say a Milgauss GV.
Ah! You know what else I would say, Clive? Two-tone GMT. It's got the green at 24-hour hand.
And
or even the solid gold one, but that's big money.
Now, if someone has specific questions concerning luxury watch purchases or needs luxury watch purchasing advice, what's available to someone?
What's available to someone?
Yes.
Is they can do a paid review, or they can even, the best way to get instant advice is a phone call with Archie Luxury. $50 an hour on the phone. Skype or WhatsApp, please.
Now, if someone pays you $50 an hour, will you answer any Frederick Constant questions that they have?
I will answer any questions they want. They can ask. I'll give everything a go.
Okay.
Including bust augmentation questions and surgeries.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me of something. Oh, and sorry about the inadvertent pick there, guys. What do you think I should do? Two-tone, 1530 or 1630?
1530.
Okay. Archie AGV, a.k.a. your squire, since you're the only governor, has stated that he loves the royal egg 3 months after he said he'd never get one. Did he flip-flop more than you did with the ETA Tudor Black Bay.
No. He's getting a what? He doesn't have an AP Royal Oak. He's got an AP.
No. Yes, just on the other hand, he's saying 33 millimeters.
33 millimeters.
Now he's saying that he loves the Royal Oak 3 months after releasing a video saying that he hated it. Now, do you think he's a flip-flopper?
A flip-flopper.
Did he?
The interesting thing is, for someone who loves such generic brands, why does he keep buying so many Rolexes?
Well, he's not. Okay.
He's obviously doing better than we think, isn't he?
True.
Unlike a certain YouTuber who isn't doing very well at all.
Who says he's not doing very well at all?
Maybe if he stopped buying $200 books, that would help. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Well, and seriously, what are you going to do with a book?
I'm going to try and sell it, actually. I bought it foolishly.
That's okay. Yeah, I actually,
I realized I did make a mistake buying that book.
I have this thing called Amazon. Now, are there any books that you would recommend buying on Amazon?
No, there's not, Clive. We're not going to go down that track. That's for sure. I tell you what, Clive. You know.
Now, hold on. Whoa. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Now, isn't it true? Isn't it true that if someone buys that book off Amazon and mails it to you, you will autograph it? Isn't that correct?
Of course. Yes, of course. There you go. Luxury to last and collecting Louis Vuitton.
Right.
The reviews were good, weren't they, Clive?
Oh, they were just,
delightful.
CLYVERS.
I couldn't invent this stuff. You noticed I didn't mention the books in Archie Luxury, the movie?
No. Nash's good stuff. His paint is superb and his relic is great. By the way, you know who was on the last live stream?
No, who's that?
It's another luxury watch guy.
Tell me. Do tell me.
And you remember the two roles that the two suggestions that you suggested for me?
Remind me.
Don't go on the other channel.
Oh, yes. They were there. You're joking, aren't you?
No, totally was there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually. So, you see, the thing is, Matt Church and Bear Clooney Watches is there now.
Bear Clooney.
So,
I love Bear Clooney.
I love Bear Clooney, too. Bear Clooney has a kick-ass collection. Now, he is a total unapologetic Rolex fanboy, but,
yes.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because he loves the watches. And to be honest, I do love Rolex. I do love me some Rolex. I do love me some Rolex myself.
Look, if I had a higher income band, I'm sure I would like Rolex too. It's just that they're expensive. The problem is, for me to get something exciting in Rolex, it's 10,000 Aussie pesos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these rare birds, they don't come up in Brisbane. Rare bird like that.
Oh, and the good doctor's coming by. And by the way, you know the $1,500 figure? I mean, 1,500 figure?
Yes.
That is an estimate. That is actually the high end of the estimates.
What's that? 15,000?
No. 15. Some people are saying that their estimates saying as high as 1,500. There are some people saying that there is little as 150.
What's that for?
Of these made.
Or 150 made.
Well, no, it's saying 1,500, but there are other estimates saying it's much less than that. But at the very most, okay, Dr. Brisbane on 5 minutes. Yeah, so one of 1,500.
So what year is it from? What year is it from? Have you dated it?
No, I have not. But I'm about to make sweet. Oh wait, okay, you meant dated in. Okay, yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I haven't because it was only out like 8 months or a year. It was,
I'll just be 1 minute.
Okay. Wait, Archie, would you rather wear AGV's Frederick Constant watch as your cock ring, or Titty Fact, the host of Frederico Talks watches with the rare bird? Okay, Tanzil, obviously he's taking a personal phone call because #professionalism. But I would say probably he would titty fact the host of Federico Talks watches with a rare bird, because the rare bird is a Rolex and the other one's a Frederick Constant.
Sorry about that. There, that was just a non-celebrity fan.
Yeah. Nice. And he didn't have any money, right?
No, I'm just doing something for him. It's a long story.
Okay,
I'm
Archie,
yeah.
$5 super chat. Would you rather wear AGV's Frederick Constant watch as your cock ring, or Titty Fact, the host of Frederick Talks watches with the rare bird?
I think option 1 would be less painful. It is only a watch, for God's sake.
As a cock ring.
That's okay.
On the other hand, if you were to do the other one, you would get a Rolex.
You get a Rolex.
And the first way, you would just get a Frederick Constant. By the way, are you getting tired of the watch brand Frederick Constant already?
I'll just be 1 minute. Sorry.
$10 super chat by Robert Padilla. Oh, Robert. Hey, okay, love me. Okay, Robert, love you, man. Awesome. Clive, Arch, I found an Explorer 2 in Los Angeles Polar for $4K from a watchmaker. No box, no papers. What you all think? Actually, I mean, over here, that's not a bad price. I would check the market and see what else is around. Okay. And like I said, I paid like $600 more for mine, but mine's got box and papers and patina. Okay, Robert Padilla, actually.
Yes.
I love Robert. He has really done me right with Buffalo. You know how Scotty comes over with Hungary Jack's vouchers?
Yes.
I got a care package from Robert Padilla with just some really great Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh my God, Buffalo Wild Wing, were they good?
They were good. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
What sauce did you have?
Not habanero, ghost pepper.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, the heat scale I screwed up.
Yep.
Because I was eating, it was the boneless wings. It was Thursday, so because even though I do have I get gift vouchers from Robert, I still went on Thursday because they're half price. Because hey, you might as well move stretch the gift vouchers as much as you can.
Yes.
And the heat index on. Have you ever tried ghost pepper?
No.
Oh my God, they scorch as much going out as they do going in.
Are you joking?
No.
Ghost
you
pepper.
You want to lose 10 pounds? Try ghost pepper. Okay, Robert Padilla. Oh, we're running behind. I found an Explorer 2 in Los Angeles, a Polar for $4,000 from a watchmaker. No box, no papers. What do you all think?
How much?
$4,000.
4,000.
Yeah. American. Explorer 2 Polar, no box, no papers.
It doesn't say solid end-link or rattlesnake or.
No, and that's on the other hand. Okay, now Robert, if like I said, do the research as to what variants you want. I mean, in what you like. Mine is not solid end links. Mine is not solid end links. Mine is not even super luminova.
Yes, Tina.
Yeah. So, and I love this thing. So I can't. I mean, that's well within the price. Check the guy out. Check the watch out. Listen to your heart. if you go up there and if you go up there and you think it's cheap and it's just like meh, then skip it. If you go up there and it makes your heart skip a beat or two, go for it. All right. Let me go back, and I'm trying to catch back. We're falling behind on super chats.
Sorry.
Okay, good. All right. Well, let me see where we're at. All right. We'll catch up, guys. But that was a serious question. Archie, you said Frederick Watches Constant was your most hated brand.
Yes.
Name three more. Name three more of your most hated brands that your competitors not hug.
Squally.
Okay.
I hate Squally because it's a bullshit brand that.
We got other super chats. Moving along.
Okay. Three other brands I really, really hate. So we've got Squally, we got Frederick Constant, we have got
three more.
Borman Mercer.
Okay.
Ebel. There we go. That's three, isn't it?
I'd say Hamilton.
Yes, I'd say Hamilton too. Especially the khaki.
Yes, Khaki King or Kaka King. Okay, well, and like I said, there's nothing, get it used, get it for a bargain, but it's not. That's like me saying my Toyota Corolla is a luxury car. It's not. It's not. It's a car.
It's a good car. It's a reliable car. Scotty Kimmler recommends them, but it's not a luxury car.
Yeah. Okay, Neo, $5. Hello, humanity. Archie, I just resent pictures of my watch you never reviewed. Please share the two photos and let Clyde review it.
What's his name again?
Neo.
Oh yes.
He just resent photos. Let me. Okay. Compare and contrast Kiwi punter and a Tasmanian punter. Compare and contrast a punter from a Kiwi, a New Zealand punter, from a Tasmanian punter.
Cool. They're both pretty bad, Clive. Very, very. You can never do any business with these people. They're not punters. Kiwis and Taswegians can't be punters because they never buy anything. I've never been able to sell anything successfully to either of them.
Right. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Okay. Blue, I don't know his super chat. Oh, Robert's going to send me some more Buffalo Wild Wings. Nice.
Holy shit! You're getting all the gifts today, Clive.
Oh, I've got a couple. It's not like I got $1,000 from a super chat like you did on your birthday. But it is nice. It's nice to have the appreciation. It's nice to have someone appreciate your efforts. You know what I'm saying? No, you probably don't. All right. Not very thoughtful. And Tree Chlorleone. I love Tree Chlorleone. Now, California dials.
Yes.
Okay. California dials. I wish they all could be California dials. I like them.
I got that pickup, by the way.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Pickup?
No, that thing from Neo.
Yes. Like I said, I like California dials. It depends. That's kind of a generic question. I have. Okay. Well, it is Swiss made.
It's a Space Explorer. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's the second hand.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to look up something real quick. I'm getting overwhelmed. Oh, that's my guy, Roman. Okay. Live streaming. Okay, Bruce Ellenson said he'll be on at any moment now. It's funky, it's fun, it's playful. Who's it made by?
Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Space Explorer, sure. Robert Padilla, Oris. All right, let's see. I know we're missing. I want to make sure we're going through. Jason Moniz. Show me the Moniz. Okay, sorry. Hi guys, looking to buy a first Rolex. Rolex. Explorer 114270 for 6,500.
Explorer
and that
1,
is
yep.
that's the 36, right?
Yep. That's right. Because there'd be a 2 at the front of it if it was the 39.
2, yeah. Nice. I mean, the thing is also if you could, damn, I'm really happy with the more I'm thinking around, the more I'm happier with the price I paid for mine a couple weeks ago. I don't think that was too bad. Do you think?
Yes, it's upside down, Clive.
Oh.
How much was yours? 35, wasn't it?
No, 36 even. 3,600. Still not bad. I mean, not bad. But the funny thing is, what?
It's good buying.
Yeah, I think it actually might be turning color. It might be turning. Okay, or a Rolex Black GMT. Oh, geez, we are so far behind. Oh, okay. Or a Rolex GMT Black Ceramic for 8,500. These are Canadian equivalent to US dollars. Boy, what would you say? The Explorer 1 or for 65 or the okay, I'd say the GMT ceramic for 85. I think it'd be worth the extra money. It'd be a bigger watch. It would have more.
The Explorer 1 seems a bit expensive for a 36 mil, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. At those prices, I'd go GMT. The Black GMT is all the benefits to it. The Black GMT might also be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was discontinued. If, honestly, do you honestly think they're going to have all 3? No, I don't think they are. I don't think they're going to have 3 models of ceramic GMTs. It's more the GMT is more modern movement, solid bracelet. I think you'd get more wear and do more with it. Also, the Black ceramic GMT almost kind of looks Submariner-ish at a distance. What would you say?
That's a good thing?
Yeah, in a way, because it kind of goes either way. That way someone wouldn't know it. It's like the GMT that almost looks like a sub.
He's buying these pre-owned, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, yeah. I think you need to find someone who's cheaper. These prices are a bit high.
Well, you
need to haggle, boy.
A, that's Canadian, and B, Archie, there's nothing out there. There's nothing. Okay, Neo $2 super chat. He's 5-1. I got okay, and that is a nice kid's watch. It is. It is
very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, Tantil, sorry, $5 Canadian. Archie provide 3 solid reasons that convince Cliff Minotaur Cack Dangler. That was good. Okay, Tanzil's he's taking his vitamins tonight as to why the Tudor in-house is better than the ATA version. Okay, I have talked. I actually did some talking with Don Haynes, who's recuperating from being run down in a McDonald's parking lot from a senior citizen who was more worried about his McGriddle on Easter Day. He basically said in-house all the way. Besides having superior anti-magnetic, he said the Tudor ETA is a modified one. So he said, one of the nice things about getting a straight ETA is that anyone would have parts, anyone could work in it. Not so. That ETA and the Tudors have been molested.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. He's right.
Yeah.
But
and Bear Clinic. Okay, Bear. The U is superfluous. ROLECKS. Also, Bear Clinic watch this. You should try to avoid whenever possible the Rolex Ponzi scheme.
Very good.
Okay. Yes. Now, okay, I love that watch, Clyde. Robert, which I don't know which one you're talking. I'll try to get to you here in a second. Damien Trog, Archie, your nouveau rich buddy here. What watch would you recommend with the Tesla P90DL Ludicrous?
Oh, actually, I know someone who's got a Tesla. You know what he wears?
What?
Just a garden variety, cheap, nasty Seiko.
Maybe a Grand Seiko.
The guy's worth 100 million, Clive. He doesn't need penis extenders.
No, actually he does not. I'd say Milgauss or an Ingenieur. I know an Ingenieur.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Because an Ingenieur should withstand really intense magnetic fields. And Archie,
Yes.
do you know a place where someone could get like a top-notch quality Ingenieur for only a very slight premium?
You tell me, where's that?
Australia. Okay, $100 super chat. $100 super chat.
A what?
Okay.
A what? Say that again. Say that again.
We'll catch up. We'll catch up there. $20 super chat. Dan Radke. Looking for a friend. Aren't we all? A black dial 42 millimeter max watch date with a max date watch. Any ideas for the perfect all around watch with these parameters? Black dial 42 millimeter max with a date. Yeah, I'd say date just. I'd say Rolex date just. Rolex, 41. Solid movement. COEC certified. It's within.
I'd have to say Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2, black dial with black bezel.
How many millimeters is it?
42.5.
See, it's over. Ha ha ha. You're over. The 41 is, guess what? 41.
Okay.
Advantage Rolex. Bear Clooney, and I think Bear Clooney will back me up on this. And of course the Breitling, the Rolex, this is the new movement that will be bulletproof and indestructible and almost quartz accurate, solid bracelet. I would go for that one and then haggle like a bitch.
Haggle like a bitch, yes.
Haggle like a bitch and just solid indices, classic, and also you can either choose. I'd almost go smooth bezel with an oyster bracelet and just almost go sporty. Kind of a great all-rounder. Okay, Robert Padilla. What's the word on Friday's show? That's my birthday. Robert, man, I hate to say this. Well, okay. I think I'm going to be actually in Tulsa with Uber-Oki and Glenn. We'll probably be. It's a gun show and a watch show. I love you, bro, but I'm also have to see what's out there and what's out there in the real world.
We're going to have a live with CLYVERS without Clive. I'll be hosting a show on Friday night for you Americans, and we'll certainly.
Actually, and if someone wanted to pay to be on the show with you, how could they do that?
They could PayPal to.
Actually, yeah. And Robert Robert, Robert's a cool guy. Maybe just have him on the show and talk to him and maybe do a collection. I think he maybe do a birthday collection review. He is a fan of the channel. He frequently super chats.
Fantastic.
Now, Z Taco, $5 super chat. I'm looking at a Breitling Super Ocean Abyss 42 with red border. Is 1800 good?
I think it sounds good to me. What do you think, Clive?
I'd almost have to take a look at the watch. Actually, I guess for Breitling, as long as it's box and papers.
It's. I'll bring one up. Do you want to bring one up for you?
Yeah.
I had one of these, Clive.
Oh, you flipped it. You pumped it and dumped it like a Thai lady boy.
I was short of money at the time, Clive. It wasn't intentional.
In other words, yes, you totally pumped it and dumped it.
Yeah, this is what they look like, Clive. Have a look at this.
Oh, that's not bad. There's actually one of those here locally for like 24. So yeah, that's not bad at all. If you like it.
That's with the red chapter ring. I look. It's a great dive watch. These are 1,500 meter dive watch. You know that?
Right.
They're pretty.
I do like.
They're amazing.
I do like that one. I do like that. That red really does make it stand out. The numbers are a little bit too big and flashy for me.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they are. They are.
But if you like the watch, that's not a bad price. Breitling. And Breitling, at least, is a brand that's not afraid to try something.
If you buy Breitling cheap enough, you're not going to lose, really.
Right. No, exactly. Holy Why am I not okay? Have I missed a bunch of okay? What do you recommend? Okay, Louis Toledo. What do you recommend is the third piece following with 42 millimeter stainless steel Rolex date just and a two-tone bluesy between a $10,000 and $20,000 range. Daytona.
Yeah, that'd be a great combo deal, wouldn't it? Or a Batman?
Yeah. Or get on the list and get a Pepsi. I mean, either I think, yeah, a GMT or a Daytona.
Have you asked about this list to get a Pepsi? How easy it is? Because people here are being told, don't even ask.
I actually went by and I said, put me on the list for a Pepsi. The person that did it was not there. I said, okay, Pepsi and also a white dial OP39. But I will probably call back just to make sure.
Why don't you go to that place that got the Batman in? I'm sure they're happy to please you after that mix-up.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, Neo, Dawn is unbanned. $100 super chat from Neo. Dawn is officially unbanned.
Wow. Okay, Don, put him. We have to get Don back on.
He may not. Well, we'll see. He may not take kindly to it, but we'll see. Okay. Clive, Giddy. Okay. Oh, Canadian Car Guy. Good evening, Clyde, and good afternoon, Paul. Or that's actually good morning, or is it afternoon?
10 minutes to go. It's almost midday.
Yeah. What do you think of the Rolex 15210 OP date with white dial and Roman numerals versus the 114270? Now, the LP date, that is 34 millimeters. That is slightly updated movement is in a sapphire crystal.
I think go the Explorer 1. I love the Explorer 1. It's an icon.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah.
I know it's nothing different really. It's really just an
I like it. But no, but the thing is it's Rolex, the Explorer 1. It's one of the rare Rolex watches that could either go that you could go either casual or sports with.
Exactly. That's exactly. It's very versatile watch. It's probably one of the most versatile watches.
Do we need a I was about to say marital aid.
Wow. Sorry. Hang on. I'll bring that up. Yep. There we go. That is beautiful, Clive.
Yep. I will take yeah. An OP date, it's nice. Now it's possible, it's possible now if you could find a really good deal on an OP date with like a Explorer dial, which they did make.
Yes,
but no, that's still not. No, I wouldn't even say that.
That's a Canadian Explorer 1, isn't it? They did
the OP date.
They did it on a 5500. They had that was just a. They call that the Canadian Explorer 1.
But you love your Canadian fans, right?
Oh no, no, this was the it was in the Canadian market. I think that's where they did it. It was only for Canadian market.
Yeah, and something like that. But yeah, now, actually, I know. On the other hand, I do know 152110. Oh, there's the doctor.
Oh my God, the doctor's in the house.
Pontiff, counselor, how are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic. Great to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hey, you're always welcome.
Oh, Don Haynes is now unbanned.
Wow.
Yep. Now here's the thing. Even though Turbo did pay for him, he relented and said, "Well, I tell you what, if anyone pays $100 to undo the ban, I won't contest it," which was generous on Turbo's part.
Very generous. Hey, doctor, have you made a decision on that dial yet?
I was talking to my watchsmith.
Yes.
And he said,
don't do it.
I might want to strongly consider it.
Oh, okay.
Because he said that they're harder and harder to find, and if something happens and you need one, there you are.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Are you going to rotate the bezel?
Matt Church calls you Dr. Echo Murder Hole.
Okay. I can accept that.
Can I announce I've got a new purchase coming, or I can't really announce it in case it doesn't go through?
You know, I was thinking what we could do. I could do a special video about talking how to. There's a little trick I know how to get a first fist on after a live stream, and I could do a little video about getting first fist, because you have to admit I do have a good record, and I don't have. It's not like insider influences. I could do something for your Patreon subscribers as to how to get first fist. Okay, he's off to sleep.
Who's off to sleep?
Okay. Tell the horned one.
Yep.
Super chat.
Yeah, super chat. $5. Dr. BW. Archie's ratings in rectal cavity are being decimated by Frederick Constant. By the way, it seems like Frederick Constant is a very strong recurring theme in tonight's super chats. Also, Frederick Constant. Is this an ideal watch for a strip mall chiropractor? And doctor, to clarify, I think he's talking about the Frederick Constant.
So he's not saying anything personal about me. I have to be honest. I'm not a Frederick Constant fan. I don't know much about their horology, but are they what happens? Would call this?
That's what. Hey, Don's on. Don, my God, Don, you're back.
Okay, whoa. Time out. Don. Okay, Don. The triumphant return of the Don, the Watchfather, the movement nerd of movement nerds.
I am the Watchfather.
Now then, how's the knee doing, Bubba?
It hurts. I have a strained PCL tendon on my knee. It's not a bad strain. I'll make a full recovery in a couple weeks, basically.
You don't do anything to those usually, hopefully.
Have you consulted a good accident injury lawyer?
No. I'm not hurt that bad. I don't have to go to the hospital. My chiropractor checked out my knee and said it's pretty tight. There's no real, nothing loose in there.
Don, you don't have to work the next 6 months if you play this properly. Have you consulted a specialist? Yes
this was
or
from
no?
a car accident?
Yes. What?
Yes.
So those are higher energy than just your average accident. You probably want to have a medical doctor look at that too, just to be certain that.
Well, I didn't get hit. Yeah, the car wasn't going that fast. It was only going about 3 or 4 miles an hour.
Now, how are you able to judge speed? Were you in the Air Force? Did you? Let's just back the truck up there, Council. Let's back the truck up, Council.
Actually, whoa. Time out. He was in the air after the force of the car was applied to him.
Yeah.
So technically, he was.
I kind of just fell forward on the ground. I didn't go flying far. I just kind of fell forward, getting tackled.
Okay. Also, what kind of movement, what kind of watch were you wearing? What kind of movement did it contain, and how did it take the sudden impact?
And was the chiropractor wearing a Frederick Constant?
All right. No, my chiropractor doesn't wear a watch. I was wearing my GMT Master 2. The watch didn't get hit because I fell on my side kind of and rolled because I know how to fall properly from playing football.
Did he at least offer you McCookies? A box of McCookies?
No. I didn't get any
Sounds like you
cookies.
did the right thing, though. You protected the watch and you fell.
Don, there's a super chat by Tanzil.
All right.
Sorry. So I'm gonna
Let the doctor talk.
Tanzil,
If you start doing super chats, I'm going to go because I don't need that.
This is a movement to you about this is a super chat to you about movements. Okay.
What?
So how about we toss you a nice big softball and stand back and watch? Okay. This is T-ball.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ronald McDonald Haynes. Please expand beyond the fact that Archie couldn't get an ETA Tudor Black Bay on why that in-house movement is better than the ETA. Please help everyone explain why, in this case, with Tudor, in-house is better than ETA.
It's got a silicone spring. The ETA movements that Tudor made are not pure ETA movements. They're modified with a parachrome hair shock absorber. So they're a little bit more proprietary. And because they limited the amount they made, but they still made a lot of them. They made a couple million of the things. You're going to be really strapped for parts later on in that watch's life. And you're not going to be able to just take it to any old watchmaker to get it fixed because it's still using a lot of Rolex, proprietary lubricants. And it has a different hairspring assembly completely. So you're not going to be able to take a Joe watchmaker. And they're not going to also regulate it as closely as Rolex does because they're not going to have the machines to do it as anal retentively. So you kind of have to send it back anyway. So if you're going to do that, just get the damn in-house one with the anti-magnetism thing that you'll never be affected by magnetism.
Okay. Now, Don, quick question. Here's a $5 super chat from Neo. Neo paid to unban you.
Okay. Thanks, Neo.
Now, damn it, Don, I just unbanned you, and now you're being super nice to the dude who hit you? Well, okay, because, no, Neo, look, he appears on the Archie Luxury channel. How much self-respect can he truly have? Yes, I'm aware of the irony. I'm totally aware of the irony.
One.
Yeah, I was wondering if the guy had a vanity plate that said 1.
No, he didn't. It was an old 1994 Honda Civic Coupe that was not in good shape. And the dude was like a 70-year-old man. What am I going to do? Take him out of the car and beat the crap out of him?
Did he apologize at least?
He did. He wasn't going that fast. He just basically hit me in the butt. I went forward. I fell down. And I sprained my PCL a little bit on my knee, I think. And it's actually better today. It's the swelling's down. I can walk a little bit more. It's not as tight. My lower back was out of alignment, my chiropractor said. I got 2 adjustments in the past 3 days. So that's good now. There was no major damage down there. It was basically like getting tackled hard, really. And when I rolled on the ground, I kind of hit my side and rolled, so I didn't have a bad, nasty impact. Nowhere else got dinged. I didn't even get any cuts. So.
And when you rolled, you protected the watch properly.
Well, yeah. I also had a coat on that was over top of the watch. I had a wool coat on, so that's probably why I didn't get cut. Because wool's awesome at all kinds of stuff. It's got to be one of those materials.
Carpet beetles eat it, but I'm not allowed to have wool because the carpet beetles eat that fucking thing, you know?
Okay. So now, were you facing towards the car? Were you approaching? Were you facing towards the car or away from the car?
No, I was facing in front of the car. The car hit my ass from the driver's side and hit my left ass cheek, and I just kind of lunged out of the way and fell down forward to get the hell out of the way. And when I did that, my left knee was on the ground when I did that, so the car was pushing me while I was jumping, getting the hell out. That's why I sprained my knee, I think.
So Don was in fact ramming the butt, Jim Bastian. Now Archie Blue has a question for us.
Yes,
Archie. Okay. He wants to know: can he PayPal something for a question for us to answer?
Yes, of course. ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Do it now. We'll do it straight away, sir.
Yeah. We can do that, and we will try. And let us know when you send it.
Yes, we'll kid glove it.
Super chat.
What, did I miss one?
Just came.
Oh yes, Dr. BBW. Does Ronald McDonald? Oh my God, that especially in lieu of the whole accident, that's even funnier. Does Ronald McDonald Haynes' injury sound like it's from a car accident or from being injured inside the children's playroom of a Mickey D's?
No, it's from a car accident.
But thankfully, it does sound more like the Mickey D's. If not much happened, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good shape. I mean, I'm just sore. I iced it for the past 48 hours afterwards because that's how long you got to really ice something.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna log on to YouTube. Someone's saying if you update the new update of the new update,
that was a nice one, Tanzil.
That wasn't bad at all. Tanzil, he's taking his Wheaties. All right, sorry. We might be joined by somebody else. So, Don, as a watch nerd,
yep.
I'm sorry, as the watch father, what really caught your interest at Basel World?
What was your favorite movement?
My favorite movement. I like the Patek Aquanaut chronograph. I thought that was kind of cool with the orange highlights they put in it. Thought that was pretty neat. At least that was a little bit more original for them because they move at glacier pace in terms of originality.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, just quick announcement. Now, notice here on my screen, if you update your YouTube app for iPhone, at the very bottom, you open up the live stream, and then you scroll all the way down for comments, and at the very bottom, Super Chat.
Would you stop trying to advertise making money? There are
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Yes.
Well, I'm really glad that this trauma, because some people who sustain head trauma, if they started out like a little bit of a movement Rain Man kind of guy, and then they have head trauma, suddenly they don't know anything about movements anymore. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've only had 2 concussions playing football, so it's not that bad.
I got a super chat's just come in, guys, and I'm going to. This is for William.
Sorry. Don, Archie's been on the rampage against Frederick Constant because the governor's squire got one. But Frederick Constant makes in-house movements. Please tell us your thoughts on the movement made by this historic manufacturer. What is your thoughts on Frederick Constant and their new movements?
They're kind of borrowed from other companies. They're not truly in-house. They have other companies design them for them, and then they just CNC machine the design, and they call it in-house. They don't use any special springs. They don't have any anti-magnetic properties. They're not regulated right. So even though they're in-house, they're made kind of crappy.
They are a crappy watch, aren't they, Don? You're the expert. Archie's
yeah, I mean, you're
most
getting
despised
a
watch.
Hairspring with no anti-magnetic properties. You're getting shit regulation, and you're getting borrowed designs from other companies. So technically, it's not really in-house. It's kind of like what Nomos does. They took like an old movement that was ancient and just basically said, "Oh, we're making it ourselves. It's in-house now," even though it's delicate.
So you see the super chat live right up your alley.
Yeah, and this is actually one for Don as well, being the movement guy, the watch, and of course Don Haynes is the watch father.
And we all have an opinion.
Right. Now, Richard Greenberg, $6.99 Canadian. I don't know what that is in real money. Would any of you guys ever buy a Rolex quartz to your collections?
Yes. Of course, they're a great watch.
But now we know we don't have to.
No, but
we can
you
get a 1530 or a 1630 instead.
No, but you should get one, Clive, to complete the trio.
No. What? Okay, and Don, help me out here. My understanding is that they're nice, but it's good. But you it's a quartz movement with mechanical, so twice as much stuff to go wrong, and if it goes down,
you're hosed.
You're fucked.
Or fucked.
What would you say?
Finding a
You mean they don't have replacement parts for the quartz?
They do, but you got to send it to Rolex, and it's going to cost you a king's ransom to get your quartz watch fixed.
They are collectible, highly collectible now, but Clive, you know that?
Yeah,
but they're small.
Are
They're
they
all
more
like 36
collectible than a
millimeters.
rare bird?
Yeah, but they're integrated bracelet, Don. They kind of wear a bit bigger, I think.
I think the rare bird is more collectible.
A cup of coffee. I'm not a big fan, sorry. If you want a quartz that's really badass, Breitling makes a great thermocompensated quartz, and so does Grand Seiko.
Grand Seiko is the best you can get,
and
really.
I think Citizen just came out with one that's super accurate. Citizen has some whacked out quartz.
But we don't say
too,
anything
really
good about Citizen because they own Frederick Constant.
It doesn't mean anything. Citizens are still a Japanese
Why don't we
company.
say anything bad about Frederick Constant?
No, we don't say anything good about them, Doc.
Oh, good about that. I was wondering. I'm just asking.
That looks sexy as Don. Look at that.
Mm.
2 rare birds.
Super chat from the punter.
I'm not a big fan of vintage.
AC3. AC3, he wants a comment from you.
Yes. Yeah, comment.
Pederico's live chat had 180 viewers and he has 30,000 subs. What do you think that means?
I think it's bullshit. I call bullshit. That's what I call.
Are you saying it's fake?
You betcha. I haven't promoted this or done anything. We've got 160 viewers here. This is just organic. Now, William has sent me $6.28 Australia, $6.28 Aussie dollars. This is for a question from William. Now, I can't find William's question.
Okay. Clive Tanzil, sorry, says, Blue said a question. Please run it out. Read it out. Did you get the super chat, Archie? Or not the super chat, the check your PayPal.
Yep, this is from William. William?
Okay, Art sent you PayPal. Here's my question. Share your thoughts on the Patek Nautilus made in 1991, quartz midsize. Would you buy one? Is $6,800 too much money? It's quartz. Help. It's all steel. Now, the Don...
Avoid it like the plague.
Way too much money.
Avoid it like the plague. It has a freaking plastic holder for crying out loud. It's junk.
Don, would you say the same thing? I had a Patek 3944. That's a Calatrava quartz. Same vintage.
Yeah, that's pretty junky too, yeah.
Yeah, it's garbage. Avoid it. You know, my ex-wife had a Patek 24.
Kill it with fire. And after you're done killing it with fire, make sure you nuke it just to make sure you got it dead.
My ex-wife had a Patek 24, which I had to repossess. It's a long story, okay?
And I agree. That sounds like a high price for a quartz.
And it had a plastic holder as well. Plastic holder, that's a sin. What do you think of plastic holders, Don?
I thought it was
pretty bad.
I thought it was pronounced sin.
I had a Tag Heuer Monza that had a really bad ETA movement that had a plastic holder as well, and the watch was like $3,000.
My sister in the 70s drove a Chevrolet Monza, and I remember having to sit in the driveway and work on that with Dad like every goddamn night.
Yeah. So basically, plastic holders are bad.
It's worse than glue, isn't it?
I don't know if it's worse than glue, but it's up there with radioactive antimatter. It's really cheap.
Simon Paris points out you should avoid it like a car in a McDonald's parking lot.
I thought he was saying plastic whore, but I think it's the accent.
$5 super vet Tansil, sorry. This is for the Don, the Watchfather. Don, would you prefer spanking fat Nubian beaches with the Timex Marlin or spanking Christmas from T&H with the rare bird?
I guess I'd spank Nubian princesses.
Really? I mean, okay, sure.
A rare bird's nice.
It is nice.
And I don't know what Christmas is. Who's Christmas?
No, the guy from Theo and Leo and the guy from Leo and Ferris.
We can't talk about other.
Oh, so I could spank a black girl or a dude? Gee, I'll pick the girl every day.
Okay. So in other words,
so really, you're the BBW guy.
So Don's primary consideration in answering the question is the girl over the watch. I call that watch gay.
Anyway,
I think he liked the fact that she was a fat Nubian. That's what I think.
it's still better than a dude. At least she'll be a good time.
I don't know. I think some of these sisters, man. Was that? Did I hear something in the background? In your place, Don?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard. I
think Archie might have left.
Not even.
I'm still here. I'm still here, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'll be back in a moment.
I knew it.
Okay, stop making excuses for the pedo, Clyde. All right, Don, what do you have to talk about? Anything you want to talk about? Oh, so what really captured your interest at Basel World?
I thought Patek had a couple nice things. I do like the Aquanaut chronograph with the little orange highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the perpetual calendar Nautilus. That was interesting. Downside of that is it's a very delicate movement. So you're not going to be able to use that technically as a sports watch because you'll kill it pretty quickly if you do it that way. So you just got to be careful. And it's also white gold, which is not the most durable metal for a sport watch. So just be careful. Buyer beware. I was a little disappointed with the Seamaster. Sorry. I didn't like the wavy dial. Could have been done better. And the date, I think, should have been maintained at 3 o'clock. And the bracelet looks like they've managed to cheapen it even more. But I do like the fact they put in the new movement and only made it 1 millimeter thicker, which is not bad because it's a thicker movement. So it's good and bad. I don't care about what Rolex did. I think it's annoying. I'm not going to talk about it. Everybody talked about it.
Yeah, let me ask you another question. But the Rolex, the Pepsi has the new movement in it, right?
I don't care. It's stupid.
No, isn't that the new movement that's in the Datejust 41?
No, it's a modification to it with a module put in for the GMT function, and it's integrated. It's a different movement. It's a harder movement to make. But it does have the Chrome energy escapement.
But it's a variation.
Clyde, let me talk. Clyde, it's not the same movement. You think it's the same because it's got the Chrome energy escapement, but having the GMT integrated into it correctly isn't like they just stacked it on top. It's a little more complicated than that. It is a new movement. It's nice, but who gives a shit? It's not really correct because the entire GMT line isn't being replaced by that movement, just that watch and the root beer and the gold root beer. They're still keeping the Batman and the black on black with the gold movement. Listen, you're not letting me talk. They're not. They should have made the entire line replaced with the new movement. They should give you the option of giving you the Jubilee or the Oyster bracelet, and they didn't integrate it correctly within the model lineup. So you're getting ripped off.
So in other words, okay, we got to come back to that. We definitely we definitely want to come back to that. $5 super chat. Dr. BBW, do you recommend Cullineros, Mom POV, Casting Couch, or Shark Week on the Discovery Channel? Don, you are also feel free to jump in with your favorite.
How come I don't see that super chat?
Tanzil, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it right here.
Oh, it came up just okay. I see it. Sorry.
So what do you recommend? Cullineros, Mom POV, Casting Couch, or Shark Week on the Discovery Channel?
I don't watch a lot of TV, but I always like Casting Couch. I like the concept anyway.
Isn't that a porno, Casting Couch?
That's what I think about.
Yeah, that's exactly that's a casting couch.
That's why I picked it.
Good, clean, family, fun casting couch.
Exactly. That's why I picked it.
Anyway.
Mom POV. Anyway.
It was my question, my fantasy.
All right, fine. So, so in other words, so don't you think the Batman now with the inferior movement for only like, what, $300 less
I really don't feel like talking about Rolex anymore. We've given him too much time already. It's annoying.
Super chat.
That's all anybody talks.
Super chat? Okay. So what do you think about, okay, here we go. Imad B. And this is about, care to guess what it's about, Don?
I'm not answering any Rolex questions.
Okay. Okay, Don, the Tudor GMT, no, just kidding. I don't like the polished center links on the GMT, so what do you think of the Explorer 2 40 versus 42? Thanks. Yeah, well, okay, what I would also do is I'd consider waiting for the new...
Famous question I've never heard in my life. Who cares?
No, because
seriously,
if it's going to be a one-and-done watch, the polished center links are like scratch
It's not going to be a one-and-done watch. There's no one that watches this shit that is only going to buy one watch. They at least have 3 or 4 of the damn things. So it's irrelevant.
First of all, it's a reason to love the Jubilee bracelet as well.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm going to throw up now.
Okay, well, Don,
turn your head and you won't suffocate.
Yeah.
You're really talking about some pretty irrelevant stuff. I mean, look, Oris has a 10-day power reserve movement they just came out with a GMT function, and no one gives a shit from Oris for under like $6,000. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Let me get back. Well, we will engage in conversation about that. I would say the Explorer, I mean, I think the Explorer 2 in 40, the 16570 is a better value. I would also, I'd consider waiting on the new Oyster Perpetual 39 in black or white dial for more of a classic style, assuming you don't have to have a date. Okay, Archie?
Mm-hmm. Hello. Bagel Sport. You know Bagel Sport?
Yes.
This is a Bagel Sport.
No, it's not. That's just called a bagel. Okay, so what did you think about the Longines military?
I hated it.
I think he put a comma after it, the bagel. He meant it was a bagel, comma, sport. I think he was calling you a sport, Clive.
Okay, that's nice.
It has like an interesting ETA movement in it that's different. So at least it's not just a normal 28, 24 or whatever. But it's the styling is brutal.
What do you mean? Okay.
The styling.
Don, here's $10 super chat, and this is for Don.
Yep.
Don, are you an NAWCC recommended watchmaker, or simply an armchair discount Tim Moss? Or simply an armchair? We will get to. I know this answer to this, but we'll get to it. We're simply an armchair discount Tim Mosso when it comes to movements. Your knowledge seems to be 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. Okay, so wait. Oh, did anyone notice the backyard delivery from Pizza Pagoda?
First of all, he can go fuck a belt sander, and second of all, I never claimed to be a fucking watchmaker.
Okay.
Ever.
No, you're just a movement ring man. You're not a watchmaker.
I just like the way watches are made. I'm not a watchmaker. And those guys go to school for 4 years, and then afterwards they need an apprenticeship for like 10 to figure out how to actually put together the complicated movements anyway. Okay? It's like a journeyman series of like 12 to 20 years before they're good at it.
Okay. Now here's a $10 super chat for Doc. And Doc, a serious question. I had a root canal gone bad, so nerve still in place while I'm on amoxil for infection, but nerve pain is unbelievable. What's the best painkiller that actually works?
Clive knows the answer to that.
Advil.
Although, no. The answer is, well, you know, I'm not really supposed to be saying
no, you're not supposed to be doing that at all. That's, hey, Doc, here's $10. You know that medical license that you spent like, I don't know, $300,000 on? Would you mind risking it to answer the super chat question for Archie Luxury?
I think I can say some general things. One thing is that, you know, root canal means you were probably seeing a dentist or a oral surgeon like that rather than a medical doctor. So hopefully they did the same sort of things that we would do to make sure that you actually have a clearance of the infection. Because generally speaking, pain is incredible if you have an infection. So when people have a toothache, it's primarily the infection that's causing the toothache. And painkillers, well, they're variations of narcotics of different types usually.
I need some.
When I got hit by a car, I took 2 Advil the first day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our fourth and final guest of tonight, Mark Goldberg, here to give Don Haynes a very warm welcome back to the Archie Luxury Channel to celebrate his unbanning.
Mark, but first, I think everyone here would like to say to Super Mark there, you suck. That video, we all bought it. We all got fooled.
Fuck you twice. Fuck you twice.
All got fooled. Everybody got fooled.
Even I got fooled, Marky.
I spent time wanting to guide you on this, and then I'm fooled.
Well, I knew it was fake. I knew Mark would never do that. I know Mark would never allow himself to buy something that expensive.
Before we go on, $5 super chat. $5 super chat from Kelswitz. Archie, this is for you.
Yes.
Arch, was that spider bite or delivery girl? Elaborate.
Delivery girl. Delivery girl.
On.
Delivery girl. Look what they got me.
A Lentz gold
I got
egg.
a golden egg. A gold egg. This is the only eggs that I get to fertilize these days.
You would only be able to, if you eat it, never mind, it's shit in the yard. Never mind. Okay, Don, what is the best new watch? Okay, here's a good watch movement, okay? Don, what is the best new watch movement under $10,000? JLC? I'm also glad Don is back. All caps, let him talk.
Well, that's the guy. Keslowitz is the guy who's
Okay. So if you can get a used Ulysse Nardin perpetual calendar, you might be able to get it around that $10,000 mark.
We have 2 super chats.
Okay. Four Rocks just said $5. Thanks, Four Rocks. And
there's Larry.
Don, I think Four Rocks was saying that just to celebrate you being back on the channel. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Could you watch the super chats for a second while I take an Archie? Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Don, why don't you finish your thought, Donnie?
All right, so I don't know if you can find it. Will you stop talking, all of you people? So the Ulysse Nardin perpetual calendar was built on gears instead of stacking it on top of one another, and was very well put together because there's not a lot of snail cams and things like that. It's a very well made movement that you can go forward and backwards in time and change the date if you screw up without hurting the watch movement. Came out in the 90s. If you can find one of those, I'm sure you can get it for around $10,000. They have a newer release now. It's in the 20s range. But even that, you can get at least a 20% discount on that. It'll be like closer to 15. So you're getting to that right. Best bang per buck movement you can get is that. It's robust. It's made well.
Super chat. Super chat. Hate to interrupt you, Don. We're going to come back to your Ulysse. By the way, isn't it Ulysse, not Ulysse? But Mike, I have a vintage 70s Patek Philippe 34-26 Calatrava. Found the movement was transferred into this Patek case from another. Did it lose its value? That is a question for Don and Archie, but I'm going to say, oh yes, if it's got anything other than its original engine in it, it'd be like buying a Lamborghini with a Ford engine in there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, those
Corvette that doesn't have matching numbers.
Not a big fan of vintage. I say kill it with fire. Next question.
It's a Patek.
Just flick it on eBay. Flick all your problem purchases on eBay. That's what everyone else does.
Yeah, put it on eBay, flip it, and buy something new that works with anti-magnetic properties. I'm not a big fan of older movements.
I just got back. Has Mark started fucking with Dawn yet?
No, but I was going to ask Dr. Bruce, how many, just as a point of order, how many milligrams, you're going to really crunch that bag? The bag's got to go away. Oh, you got your popcorn. You're going to watch me fuck with Don. Actually, Dr. Bruce, I want to know how many milligrams of Klonopin to put Don Haynes down for about 18 hours.
Well, Mark, should you buy him dinner first?
That's a whole different drug. How many milligrams would it take to put him out for like if I was going to shoot him with elephant tranquilizer, with a gun out of an elephant tranquilizer, how many milligrams of liquid Klonopin would I load in there?
I think he's dangerous if you only hit him with half the dose, so probably a good 20 would work.
I know, because he'd be like a rhino, like a pissed off rhino. We have a super chat, guys. New York punter for $1.99. You couldn't go 2 1/4 punter. And he says, "Man on the Moon is dead. Are we now in the DSO, the dark side of the moon era? Caliber 9300." Valid question, but I think we got to ask the pontiff on that one first. Archie.
No, Man on the Moon is not dead.
What about the dark
Ask
side?
Don. Refer to Don. You need that. The 1861 movement.
If you want a watch that has an inferior ceramic case with cheap ceramic material, the dark side of the moon is the one for you. It'll break, it'll crack, it'll snap, it'll pop. It doesn't matter what movement's in it if the case blows up. And good job. Good luck getting it fixed for $5 or $6 grand. Next question.
Don, are you on your deathbed and have you had a transfusion?
I'm in my coffin right now. Great.
You know, if that was true, I would super chat. I would dedicate super chat money to having it screwed shut, and I wouldn't want to use nails because I want to make sure you can't pop it open.
Now, Mark, you're asking about a transfusion. Were you offering to give him an injection?
I was actually. You know what? Because I think his creatine and protein levels are down. Don, you look very lifelike, though. I have to say, for a dead guy, you look lifelike. So.
It's going to take more than a car to bring me down. You're going to need a truck.
Husband, you know what? And I told you should have gotten that guy's information, and now you have like meniscus damage, and you don't even know who he was.
I don't have meniscus damage. My tendons actually, not tendon. My ligament's pretty tight. It's the swelling's gone. The pain is pretty good. My strength is coming back. I did some walking today. Walked around the block.
This is serious, though, for a moment. The chiropractors typically they specialize in the spine rather than in joints like the knee, just so you know.
They do all the joints, though. They do the same tests any trainer would do by locking the foot down and testing the movement up, down, left, and right of the knee.
They'll do anything for money, but what I said was they specialize in the spine.
This is true, but they do look at all the joints.
Their version of medical school involves an erector set, so I am not entirely sure.
They look at chiro in chiropractic care means hand. They know how to manipulate all of the joints.
I know how to manipulate a joint. I know how to manipulate a joint like no one's business. My first experience with a chiropractor was when I was 17 years old and my back went out and they had to put me on a backboard to even get me in there. And the guy looks at me and he says, "I can't manipulate you because you're in too much spasm." So he sends me home with some capsules. And I asked him, "What's in the capsules?" And he said, "They're herbal muscle relaxers." Now, bear in mind, at 17, I was still a smart ass. I said, "Herbal muscle relaxants is what you're sending me home with. I can't even walk, and I'm getting herbal muscle relaxants." And he said, "Yes." And I asked him, "When are you going to light the fire?" And he goes, "Why do I need to light the fire?"
Super chat for none, okay? It's like Don attacks Tans and he leaves. Don is bad for business. Ban him.
Well, I agree with that, but it's going to take more than $2.
All right. But also, I think lifetime bans are stupid, frankly.
Of course, we have to, we get 24 hours at most. We got to raise the funds all over again. Anyway, I said to him, "Herbal muscle relax, when do you light the fire?" And he goes, "Why would I light a fire?" I said, "So you can dance around it, sprinkle fairy dust and pray that I get better. And I was literally thrown out of the chiropractic office, and I couldn't walk at the age of 17.
Did he sprinkle fairy dust?
No, that's not what happened.
Is that when it started?
That's not how it happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a disclaimer. Shopping for a chiropractor is hard. I had to go through 3 of them before I found my guy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them just aren't good adjusters, or they try to use machines or sell you herbs. They try to do that, leave.
I'm wristwatch checking. I'm wearing...
I've never known a chiropractor to do a weave. Never.
Do a weave?
I don't know what kind of chiropractor that is.
The best ones are good adjusters. And they're not going to give you a massage or give you pills or herbs or vitamins.
Adjustment is nothing more than a deep massage. It's basically manipulating the muscles to then change the position of your musculoskeletal system.
I believe that you're discussing naturopathy right now, who deals in soft tissue. That's muscle tissue, right, Doc? The chiropractor deals with the bones, and in the cracking of the bones, merely releasing gas, like when you crack your knuckles. So really, what does it really do?
Right, but if it's a deep massage, they may end up manipulating the ligaments to cause the air thing and the cracking of the knuckles. But otherwise, they're really working on deep massage of the muscles.
You know what? You can get a rub and tug in Pattaya, Thailand for 400 baht, and it has a happy ending, which you are not going to get at your average chiropractic office. I know this from experience. I'll tell you right now. Although my chiropractor's office had a Panda Express next door, so I often had a happy ending despite that. I gotta say.
God.
So I have a question. Oh, I did want to mention my. You guys started talking about my my April Fool's Day video. I'm getting hate mail, from that. Like on April Fool's Day, it wasn't too bad because people went with the spirit of it. Here's the statement now, April 4th, so we're a few days past April 1st. I'm getting a lot of extremely nasty comments and death threats now. And it's going to be up there. I'm not taking.
Imagine what happens next month.
Super
people
chat.
watching it next month.
It's getting progressively uglier, because there are now.
Super chat. Gentlemen, super chat. Archie and Don, please tell me your thoughts on the JLC Master Compressor Deep Sea Q206 8570. Please pull it up on your screen and let me know if it's worth 10K.
No,
pretty goddamn demanding for $5.
It's ugly. No.
I got a Master Compressor diving GMT for under 5. A JLC under 5, and it has a GMT function. So
if you want to get a reverso, something that looks good,
has 1,000 meters.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. Get a reverso. Get a reverso. Those master compressors have atrocious resale value. You can't shift them.
Mark has a super chat now.
I do.
And they don't really have robust dive watch movements in them anyway. They're not
Mark
really designed for hard use.
Canadian Car Guy, $2. By the way, Canadian Car Guy, Don, called you the Scotty Kilmer of watch movements.
I pretty much am, yeah. I love Scotty Kilmer.
No, because Scotty Kilmer's losing all his hair too. That's why I think they met.
I think Don is more like the Rain Man.
That's what I thought. Rain Man of movements.
Exactly.
Okay, show of hands. Who thinks Don is at least mildly autistic?
Oh, he's on the spectrum, right? Yeah. Doc, you'd be raising your hand if you had one right now.
Archie, what do you think?
If I was autistic, then how do I get into an Ivy League school?
Both of my thumbs are up for that.
Autism and IQ are not related, Don. They are not related at all. Okay, I'm going to answer the super chat, which asked if in Pattaya there are the super chat asked if in Pattaya there are all male rub and tugs, and then we have another super chat following. But I'll answer the first one.
I got that second one. Start the first one.
The answer to your question is yes and no. So first of all, a rub and tug is a soapy massage place, right? Where you get in and basically a soapy. They call it rub and tug or a soapy. And there is no all-male version of that. However, there is an all-male version of everything else. So go-go bars and coyote boys, and so basically, listen, Pattaya is Disneyland for everybody, regardless of your persuasion. There's something fun for you right there. So,
and I have a question.
So, Mark, that's a business opportunity.
Right.
Does it count as all male if they're ladyboy?
Don, I'm more than willing to be your agent, Don, and I'll get you work anywhere you want. And if that's where you want to dance, no problem.
Not my cup of tea.
Does it count as male if they're all ladyboys there? That's still male, right?
$5 super chat. $5 super chat. Considering a pre-owned IWC, oh god, they're stacking up. Considering a pre-owned IWC Flieger Spitfire chronograph, IW 370613 for $3,500. Good purchase.
Seems okay.
Is this a good movement?
I'm confused.
Don? IWC.
What movement? Is it an ETA? What's in there?
Is he going to sleep?
Who's that?
Repeat the question.
Is this a good movement?
Okay, what IWC?
Flieger, the Flieger Spitfire chronograph.
IW 370613.
Someone's got to look it up and see what movement that is, because that could be an EDA movement.
Well, just because it's an ETA movement doesn't mean
750 variant with a split second. So Value 750 Salida copy with a split second chronograph module put on top, designed by Habring Watches. The guy that runs Habring Watches designed that split second module for IWC. So it's going to have the same problem all 750s have. As soon as you set the time, your seconds will start running, and your minute hand won't move for about 8 or 9 seconds, so you can never possibly sync the damn thing. There's a lot of gear lash in that movement, and the winding system is complete shit and not very good. And that's the first thing that usually breaks on the 750 movement is either the winding system or the chronograph. Plus, that module they put on top is extremely a pain in the ass to service. Good luck.
Yeah, the 7
can only set it to IWC.
The 7750 is a robust movement which essentially saved the entire Swiss watch industry when they started concentrating on chronographs in the middle of the quartz crisis. So it does have
it. $5 to get you a cup of coffee because you're not knowing what you're talking about.
They regulate them. Breitling has them in tons of watches and has turned them into so they'll run the chronometer spec, and they're cheap to service.
Nice, but as soon as you set the watch, the second hand moves and the minute hand don't.
It catches up.
So you can be chronometer, schmometer, wometer. That freaking minute hand isn't going to move for 8 or 9 seconds. It's annoying. The second thing is I said about that watch.
It only annoys the autistic, by the way.
The winding rotor only winds in one direction. It's not as efficient as other winding rotors. And it tends to be not that robust of a winding system. And it's not really that much robust of a chronograph.
Yet it's cheap.
And when you had a split-second module, you're doubling the complexity of the chronograph. And
that's true. That's true.
Bits to fix and get synchronized right.
I'm going to go along with you on that one because my experience is if you have a 7750 with a module on top, it's a double service when you go to service it. It's going to cost double.
It's going to be like $1,500 to $2,000 to service this stupid thing.
I don't think it would be that much, but I think it'd be if you go to a good independent, it's probably going to be more like $1,000 to $1,200.
You're not going to be able to go to a good independent. IWC is owned by the Richemont Group. They're dickheads. They won't get parts.
Well, that's a bad thing. Hey, we got another super chat. What is a gold fuck-off watch for a 35-year-old?
Where the hell is that? I don't see it.
Louis Toledo.
It's down below.
I would say a Jaeger-LeCoultre Geophysique in gold or a Reverso in gold.
I wish we had a budget.
Gold sub.
Because I want to. It depends on what he does. Listen, if he's a car salesman, it's the gold sub. If he's a business executive, then it's
if he's a car salesman, get a 36mm Rolex that's used present.
The gold sub for a car salesman and a day date for a software engineer.
Some might argue that a gold sub is something for your 40s rather than 30s, but I like the gold sub.
We got another $5 with no question from 4 Rocks.
4 Rocks.
Thank you.
And you didn't answer all of the question from before because
I don't think any let's go back to Archie for the final part. Okay,
I don't
Archie,
think any of these are Ladyboy proof.
Is that watch that I mentioned, the IWC, is it Ladyboy proof?
Well, okay, I can answer this too. The question is, does it have any water resistance?
Yes.
And here's why that's
or that would be semen or...
No, it's not that.
Those are going to be 6 atmospheres or 60-meter water resistance.
When you get out of bed and you go into the shower and you leave your ladyboy in that bed, you need to be able to wear that watch in the shower. That's the key point. You cannot leave... Don't think about
Wait,
IWCs don't have a lot of water resistance.
Wait,
They're usually generally 6 atmospheres.
I read an article. A lot of these ladyboys do a beatdown on their customers if they get pissed.
You don't want to mess with a ladyboy. They have high heels and they know how to use them.
So none of them are ladyboy proof.
I'll tell you what. All the Thai guys, Thai people in general, are diminutive. They are all what we, Caucasian, American, Australian, Westerners, we're big and big bone. They are small people, but the way that we are raised playing baseball in this country, they are raised fighting Muay Thai. And a 110-pound Thai guy will kick your ass. And a 110-pound drunk lady boy will destroy you. And there are a lot of cases where big drunk Russians, Americans, or Australians get there. I've seen all these pictures in the Pattaya News. These dudes like just scalp over.
Yeah, they're bleeding and everything. They're bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. Because a ladyboy will put the smackdown on you if you get out of hand. You can have to,
so I understand though, if like gay guys like dudes and a guy becomes a girl, how come you like the guy that becomes a girl because now he's like a girl instead of a guy?
We don't. The lady boy is usually patronized not by gay dudes, but by kinky straight dudes. That would be more typical.
I don't understand why gay guys like lady boys.
I just said we don't.
Gay guys need to be attracted to more guys than guys that look like girls because they don't like girls.
Stop flapping your lips, Don. It's not a gay thing. We don't particularly like lady boys. It's more of a kinky straight guy. Look in the mirror at that serial killer, petter ass face of yours, and it's dudes just like you.
What? So
the glasses,
Don, they want to try to get guys that are straight to like them because
Richard Speck glasses. Richard Speck glasses.
Oh, it's so weird. So their whole thing is to try to get dudes that are straight to think they're girls.
Well, there is some of that. You know, there is some of that, but typically those dudes.
A lot of the straight guys prefer them.
There you go. And I don't know why. I mean, I don't think I would call those guys straight, but they're certainly not prototypically gay either.
They're in the closet still.
I think we need to get it back on the horology because we're going to be upsetting the audience with this amount of homosexuality, Don. I think you're going to need to calm down over there. Got to be
I want to have answers. Only questions on this subject because I don't understand.
It's getting too gay. Don Haynes. It's getting too gay for Goldberg. Too gay for me. You brought it
to for Goldberg.
One of your videos I thought was awesome. The zip tie movement that you do when you're taking your watch through TSA. I love that.
Well,
I tossed zip ties into my bag just for that. Like,
it's so cute that you've done that because I'm going to make a confession. I've never done that in my life, and I just bullshitted it together while I was making that video. But it sounds like a good idea, doesn't it?
It's actually, yeah. That's actually, no. Well, you see, it's not fair because Mark was accepted for law school. So there you go.
And I watched every episode. I watched every episode of LA Law and every episode of ER, so I know a lot about law and medicine. In fact, I could now be a malpractice attorney at this point.
I'm sorry. Super chat just went by.
$2 super chat by Stephen K. This involves Don. Don, are you ready?
Okay, what do you need? Yeah, I'm ready. What do you need?
Don would be totally happy in Pook Bar in Pattaya.
Well, I don't know Pook Bar, but I'll take your word.
That's what they all say.
What's the question?
It was no quote. It was a statement of fact.
That was a statement. Do you agree or do you disagree?
It was a declarative sentence.
I'm not really that attracted to Asians unless they have a certain look. Some of them are good, but not always my cup of tea. I kind of like the blonde Scandinavian type.
Like what look are you looking for in an Asian?
I'm not a big fan in general. They're okay, some of them, but very rarely. Only like the super hot ones. So the 1/2 of 1% at the super hottiness level are pretty good. But I'd rather go out with a hot blonde girl from Norway, Sweden, or Russia.
I'll be honest with you.
Kind of more my thing.
There are an awful lot of amazingly stunning. Archie, help me out here. There are some stunning Thai. The Thai women are beautiful. Just beautiful women. Just beautiful.
Don doesn't know what he's missing.
I don't know. You know, I guess you like what you like.
I'm more picky.
I guess you like what you like, but the Thai women are they're physically very beautiful people. The Thai people in general, just big. They have big eyes, small.
Okay, $2 super chat.
Some are actually hot. It depends, you know.
Yeah. I know the answer to
Don,
this question.
let's come back to the lady voice in a second, Don. $2 super chat by Louis Toledo. Best watch to make a wife forget you cheated.
Cartier.
Cartier in 18 karat. 18 karat, guys. Must be 18 karat.
Cartier.
I don't think so because the women will kill it. You're better off buying them a Rolex. It's more robust, or quartz piece from Michael.
Come on, Donnie, the relationship's on the end, okay? It's most likely not going to last as long as you're going to be with her.
Like this piece for $350, she can beat the piss out of it. It's quartz, and who cares? She's going anyway.
What's that? A what?
She's not going to appreciate it. You're better off buying her a Louis Vuitton bag.
Good point, Don. Been there too. That does work.
Hell yeah. Question.
Sorry, I'm giving you the right answer. I'm answering your stupid question.
Okay, here's a question for Don. Also, Don Haynes is a premature ejaculator. Oh, sorry, that's another statement.
It's a statement of fact.
Okay.
My ex-girlfriend nicknamed me the Energizer Bunny for a reason.
I wish I could confirm or deny for Stephen K. that statement about Don Haynes' premature ejaculation, but I can neither confirm nor deny because hang on a second. I need a little.
Do you want me to explain to you the reason why I don't prematurely ejaculate? Because generally I use a condom and that numbs it. So you keep going and going and going.
I need to insist upon my Fifth Amendment rights here right now. That is the right against self-incrimination. So I am not going to answer.
Did you say Fifth Amendment?
The Fifth Amendment. My Fifth Amendment rights.
Fifth Amendment, not Fifth Amendment.
When you jerk off a lot, it numbs the area and you're ready to go. You pre-jerk that day and you can go like Energizer Bunny later on that night.
Now he's telling us.
You know how to control your load, boys.
Hey,
it's
Paul,
in your head.
You know Don Haynes pre-jerks to the JLC catalog.
Right, baby.
I say if you can't feel anything, though, what's the point?
Well, she comes first and you come second. That's the point. Then she'll come back and love you.
Super chat.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. New York Punter, $2 super chat. Mark put Don in the camel clutch. Fuck his ass. Make Don humble. I don't know what any of that means, but okay. Thank you for the $2 super chat, New York Punter.
Don does not look nearly enough like a Thai Asian beautiful woman to attract my attention. Plus, I'm afraid he'll pre-jerk and not get the full experience.
I'm not Mark's type. Sorry, dude.
That's the secret of our friendship, Donnie.
Let me, guys, I might be in Tulsa this weekend looking at guns and luxury watches. Any of you guys want to come on and help Archie out on Friday? Don, do you want to?
I don't know yet, but speaking of timing and scheduling, I got to go to bed.
Okay, likewise.
Okay, Donnie, thank you so much for coming back. You've been a great sport. I love you together. Don, by the way, I'm going to be buying a Tag Heuer maybe this week.
What are you getting? The smartwatch connected? What are you doing? What are you doing to yourself?
I might be getting a Tag Heuer.
He's pre-jerking.
Which one?
He's pre-jerking.
Sorry?
You're going
which one? They're not all terrible, but most of them are. So which one?
Caliber 11.
Doc, can you pull out the blue juice? You got any? Do you have propofol? Because we need to put him into a medically induced coma to protect his brain from swelling. If he buys a Tag Heuer, you're going to have to put this man into a medically induced coma.
You don't like the caliber 11? Oops, he's gone. Maybe not.
Caliber 11 is nice.
Yeah, that's what I think. Look, you don't buy it for the movement. You buy it for. It's an icon.
It's a microwave dog turd.
And the crown's on the proper side.
Paul, what's happened to you?
It's a maybe.
He can't afford Rolex anymore to flip.
I can't afford Rolex. Rolex is not cheap.
Well,
okay.
I'd like to answer
Super chat.
Louis Toledo.
Best watch to make up for small penis would be a Tag Heuer caliber 11.
But Don's already gone.
No. I'd say there's a variety of watches. Possibly a Breguet Type 20. Possibly a Patek World Time.
Yes.
The IWC and Humorous, particularly in favored by the less than well endowed. What else am I missing?
Have you done a survey?
I know I'm missing one. Hey,
we're gonna need Bruce to refer us to a urologist. We're gonna have to check this out properly.
No, there are exceptions though. Obviously, the Polar Explorer and the Explorer and the JLC Reverso are obvious exceptions to these rules.
Yeah, what about the Man on the Moon?
Oh, Man on the Moon, definitely. Unless of course it's the Mark II or the Mark 4.5.
Well, it needs to have a Heselite crystal, right? It's got to have the Heselite crystal.
That says
Manual wine.
No, the Mark II and the 4.5 both have Heselite crystals. So it's only later iterations of the Moon Watch. Also, if you've ever owned a gold sub before, that means you're really trying to compensate. Gold sub, yeah, that's
gold sub, yes.
All right, so Mark, you want to come on and help Bruce? Do you guys want to lure Dawn back on Friday with sweets and kind words? And Mark, thanks for coming on. It's just like when Dawn was coming back on, we had to prepare the special. We didn't have time to prepare a fattened calf, but we could give Mark Goldberg, or specifically, we gave Mark Goldberg Dawn.
I was happy to take the blood sacrifice that you gave me, and I'm only sorry that he left before I had a chance to use my obsidian knife to cut open his sternum and remove and eat his beating heart right in front of him.
Raw.
But I feel a little bad for Don. There he was walking across the drive-through lane at the McDonald's to pick up some chicken nuggets, and taken down in the prime of his life. His football career snapped just like that. His Olympic snowboarding career over.
How many times have you ever gotten rear-ended in McDonald's parking lot?
By the power vested in me in the Fifth Amendment, I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that it may incriminate me and McDonald's, located at the intersection of Barrington Road and Streamwood. And also the same goes for the dumpsters behind the Target on Barrington Road and Streamwood.
Okay, well, same question, but while you're driving.
Ooh.
It's so funny that you should mention that, because that topic came up tonight with me and my sweetie, and let me just say, I've got nothing to say about that.
Okay.
Well, it's a new relationship too, so it's actually the best time of a relationship is when it starts out.
Let me just say, life is good. Oh, and you know what? You know that feature? It's like a mom feature. It prevents you from drifting out of your lane.
Yeah.
Okay, the car actually nudges you back into your lane if you start to drift out of your lane. Yeah, that's the roadhead feature.
Nice. Oh, a $2 super chat for Mark. Mark, was Don run over because he's bald?
No, he was run over because he's ugly. It had nothing to do with baldness.
Well, could the baldness contribute, unless you've got like a Patrick Stewart thing hang up?
Don, you could see Don from a mile off. The glare coming off that man's head, and with those Richard Speck glasses. You know what? No, that was unmistakable. I'm sure that really probably there was just, you know, I don't know. I don't think we should make fun of the of people with Asperger's. Personally, I think we're going too far here. I think we just lost Don.
My son has Asperger's specifically.
There you go. I mean, on the spectrum, we can't make fun. Doc, are you here?
I am, but I keep wondering if Clive is banning me and then bringing me back on.
Just for fun.
No, I'd only do that. I've only done that to Don so far. See, you know, you got to wonder about. You got to compare and contrast circumstances because AGV got a lifetime van.
Somebody's asking a super chat about your favorite Hublot.
Oh, thoughts on the new Hublot Big Red from Basil World?
Is that like a
thoughts on the new Hublot Big Red from Basil? Boy, it's even
busier than the standard Hublots.
Yeah, yeah. If the standard Hublot is not showy enough, if it's not quite attention getting enough, then go for the red one.
I think it's almost an overdose on acid. Whoever came up with the design.
You know what? It's hideous.
But you want to talk about an attention getter, though? That sucker would definitely get some attention.
That's a hideous watch, and it's like $50,000.
Throwing up on the sidewalk gets attention too.
It's really it's like it's over $50,000, and it's extremely ugly.
I said barfing on the sidewalk gets plenty of attention too.
I'm looking for mixed up with rubies, I guess, but still, it's pretty nasty.
Okay.
That's like for NBA basketball players.
Rich Buddy says, Hublot, can't you spend on something else? Really?
Exactly. Anything. Anything.
Did Don leave happy or mad? What do you guys think?
Exactly.
He was happy.
He left happy.
He was happy to have been abused.
Yeah, he really was.
That's my diagnosis.
My suspicion is that Don has just pulled the JLC catalog out from under his mattress where he hides it from his mother. And he's rubbing one out to the 3152 movement as we speak because it has a ceramic rotor. Never needs lubrication, unlike Don.
Well, guys, it's 10 o'clock in the flyover state, so I'm going to take my leave.
Well, I think we got to call it a day. We can't do this.
No worries, guys. Thank you so much for coming on here. I really do appreciate it. Come again. Come again. I'm having a show on Friday night with Clive. Obviously, Clive's not going to be here, but we'll keep Clive's name in the title to get the billing up. And you don't mind that, Clive, do you?
Of course.
This is like Letterman's show when Letterman wasn't there, you know? It's still the Letterman show without Letterman, you know?
Or you could say...
Live without
Clive. No, Clive gets thrown off Clive gets thrown off the show tonight.
I think we call it Live Without Clive.
That sounds great. Okay, guys, we'll chat again. I'm going to end it now. So we're going to stop now there. I'm going to stop.